33 overs were lost to the weather on the opening day of the LV County Championship clash between Worcestershire and Hampshire at New Road, a game which brought the top two sides of the second division together, and there was little between them on day one. Daryl Mitchell won the toss and batted first, and he looked to continue his stunning form this summer, form which has seen him lead the way in scoring runs in the championship. He began this day with 762 and added another dozen to that in the first 15 overs. But for the first time this year, his batting average dropped beneath 100 as David Balcombe showed one and all how to get him out. The thin edge was held by a very happy Michael Bates. Throughout this shortened day, Worcestershire, who began this match just 4 points behind their opponents and 31 ahead of third place Gloucestershire, started to develop partnerships only for them to be ended before they'd really troubled Hampshire. 35 runs were made for the first wicket, while Tom Fell added 29 more with Matt Pardo, who was trapped in front by James Tomlinson for 21 with a score at 64. The only man to really get to grips with the bowling and the conditions was Alexei Kavesi, who started brightly and never really looked back in what was one of his better innings of this summer to date. He now added 35 runs for the third wicket with Fell either side of a break for rain. Fell was out for 19 when he offered a bit of catching practice for James Vince to give Balcombe his second wicket in just his second four-day game of the summer. Danny Briggs had starred with the ball as Hampshire came so close to defeating Derbyshire last week, but here he was less trouble for the batsman. Both Kavesi and Ross Whiteley played him well as they tried to prevent the spinner from settling into a rhythm. This shot from Whiteley was so big that it carried right out of the ground, requiring a different ball to be found. This pair added another 40 runs together when Whiteley was the fourth man to fall, with a score between 12 and 21, Matt Coles with the successful LBW appeal. Kavesi's knock was the exception as he hit Briggs over the top to reach his third half century of the season off 97 balls. That was his sixth four in what was a promising innings as far as his side were concerned. How they need him to progress further on the second day. He'd moved into the 60s before bad light and then a thunderstorm ended the day early, this well-controlled maximum off Briggs helping him there. The day was finished after 63 overs with Kavesi on 65 out of his side's 175 for 4. Both teams will probably be happy with their progress so far in a game which may have major ramifications on the promotion situation later in the year.